RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch. Got a real sensitive subject and a brief discussion to have with y'all today. There's a whole lot. First of all, you know what? Let me address this shit real quick, because you know I got to do my I got to get my 1-2 out there about whatever is on the back of my mind. Do my little honorable mention with the energy I got right now to do a live stream. Let me just say that this past weekend here was at the Saturday was what, the 17th or the 18th of September here, something like that. That weekend though, here we just did this open carry demo. Me and Cuz, shout out to RPM Javier Gabos. We just did a dope ass open carry demo. Probably one of the better ones that we've done. This is top 10 for damn sure. Top 5. We got a lot of shit going on. We got a lot of middle fingers. I was kind of surprised at that. Even had a hater pull up calling us out to a fucking fight. If y'all ain't seen the live stream from that day, go check it out. The almost fight didn't happen on the live stream. Most of the beautiful shit happened on the live stream. When I ended the live stream, then I recorded straight to my phone, uploaded the video. I got a short ended video uploaded right now on my YouTube. Go check that out. If you have not seen that, you guys are crazy to not be rocking with my shit. I am discovering so much by getting out here. This ain't no typical one shot, one hitter quitter guy in Texas trying to do an open carry demo because he's in Texas. Man, fuck all that. I love Texas, but man, Texas not doing what I'm doing. Y'all not rocking how I'm rocking. You're supposed to bring the deepest sentiments of gun ownership and human life to the open carry demo. People come out there strictly talking from a Democrat or Republican standpoint about the fucking gun shit. You already fail if this is what you bring to the table. Fuck that left wing, right wing bullshit. We got nature going on out here. That shit was here first. It's always going to stake its claim. It's always going to reign supreme. The nature, bruh. Fuck that political shit when it comes to this gun shit. Fuck both sides, Texas. Do you understand me? Like, that's the bone I got to pick with Texas. It's such the gun state, and it's so fucking political too. Fuck all that political shit, bruh. The fuck out of here. But I digress. The fucking open carry demo was dope, man. We discovered a lot of shit this weekend, bro. Got a bunch of middle fingers from a car full of young kids, probably saying fuck us because they've been and they screaming out the car, fuck you. Somebody had their phone out the window. Yeah, post that to your fucking IG, you little fucking brat. Fucking ain't nobody in that car older than 20, I'm sure of it. 3-4 people, ain't nobody over 20. Y'all some goofies, because if y'all responded to this idea that the school fucking violence is a threat to your life at this time in your life right now, you don't realize you said fuck you to the guy that will come running in there when the police don't run in there. And what's so crazy is that people assume that when they see you that you are dangerously stupidly dangerous, and that you could potentially hurt somebody random and blah blah blah, and this is the beef that they got with you because they don't trust you because you could be dangerous. But then when you go, no, I'm dangerous to the fucking bad guys, they go, oh no, you're not. Like, you're not. How am I dangerous to everybody else, but I'm not dangerous to the bad guy when I tell you, you need not fear me, I'm here to protect you. I'm dangerous to the fucking bad guys. Let people doubt how dangerous you really are then. Y'all are crazy. Everybody shut the fuck up talking to me. Fuck. Get the fuck out of here, you little fucking jerk. 21-year-old fucking dummy ass jerk. I'm out here to fucking save you, idiot. You should stop and ask some fucking questions. Hypnotized, bro. Can't even blame them kids, bro. They've been duped. To hate the side of me, and if you hate the side of me as a 20-year-old kid, you're not going to live like me. You're not going to do what I'm doing. That's for damn sure. Good luck, motherfucker. Goofy. Grow the fuck up. You're not going to hate the side of me and then go embody what it is that I'm saying so that you can protect yourself. With some vigor. I'm talking about with some energy. With some real fucking holding on to what the fuck it is and owning that shit, bruh. You're not gonna do that. Anybody who gave me a fucking finger is incapable of protecting themselves, I know that. Which is strange to me. Everybody that gave us the finger that fucking day, including the guy that walked up talking that shit, check my shorts and check for that uploaded video, y'all. If y'all ain't seen it, y'all are crazy. That motherfucker, what I know for sure, can't protect himself. You know, gun, look how much he hated ours. He ain't had no fucking gun. Don't live like that, don't rock like that. He don't embody his own protection in that way. won't go balls to the wall berserk to protect his life or the people that he loves. I know that that is not the kind of fight that you are capable of putting up for the things that you claim to be out there standing up for. A march for your fucking life should have been a bunch of armed people saying this is how you march for your fucking life. Y'all are some goofies. The gun hate blows my mind, bruh. Because what I know for sure, you gave me the finger, you walked up talking shit, calling me to a fight. That motherfucker admitted that no matter what the fuck he did to us, we weren't gonna shoot at him either. He knew that. Because he didn't come out there to die to prove no point. He came out there thinking he bet not die. He bet his fucking life that we wouldn't shoot at him. So how could he also say that we were out there to hurt somebody? If we were out there to just hurt people for dumb reasons, like we were the bad guys, you stuck out like a sore thumb, you fucking idiot. You're not a martyr, bruh. You came out there in the back of your mind, but behind all of that bullshit hate that this man had, he knew he wasn't gonna die for doing that shit. Pussy. You help us fucking prove our point, bruh. Even the haters know we ain't come out there to shoot nobody. Stupid. Fuck y'all. In other news, I am trying to chill the anxiety inside of a 10-year-old about the idea of death. My stepson, 10 years old, won't let it go, bruh. Totally fucking obsessed. Bringing the fucking waterfall of fucking tears down his face for like 2-3 days now. He goes in and out. 1 hour he's cool, the other hour total fucking wash. Total fucking spaz about the idea of death. He can't get over it. I try to talk to him. I don't know what to say, what to do anymore. But this is what the problem is, though. The boy is effeminate as fuck, and I'm gonna be real with you. He was raised by his mother till I was 4 years old. That's when I came around. Maybe that was too late. Maybe I didn't really address him enough as a stepchild. It's not like I neglected involvement with the kid as a stepchild, but I did try to stay in my place, go with the flow of what she had established in their interaction, what's cool and what's not cool about how to interact with the boy and all these other things. You know, you kind of tiptoe around it because it's not your kid. But for as long as I've been with her, and as long as I've been in the kid's life, more than half of his fucking life, he knows more of me being there than what he does when I wasn't there. The problem is that when it comes to how to deal with this shit, me and her are not vibing. She pissed me off this morning. She's taking the kid to a therapist. They've talked about anxiety medication for the kid. Let me relate this to the gun thing, and then I get back to what's going on with this shit. What I believe is very possible, what I seem like they're doing, because there's always a long plan and an ulterior motive to all of the things that they're doing when you come to this political shit and Big Pharma, especially when they come together. Fuck them. And Big Pharma gets involved with something that seems to be a public school issue with the ADHD and the kids and their behaviors and the public shootings and how many of these motherfucking kids are under psychiatric fucking drugs at the time that they do this shit. If there's an elevated possibility or a chance or a likelihood that suicidal thoughts will consume a person after they take the medication, that's a bad fucking idea. How the fuck do the chances go up that you can't shake this feeling if you take the medicine? Get the fuck out of here. This is what I'm trying to explain to her today. And as soon as I begin to fucking talk about this shit, babe, I'm sorry. I gotta fucking dish you a bit. As soon as I start talking about this shit, she instantly responded with what I was making her feel like and not what the fuck I was saying. And this is what women typically do. And I'm not dissing women. I know women can think critically, logically, apply that shit, possibly be leaders or be the saving grace in a dire situation for them to rise above and bring on their motherhood and the blah, blah, blah. I get that shit. Don't fucking talk to me about that shit, because this is what people do sometimes. Snapshot. Don't snapshot what I'm saying and act like I could not be saying these other things. I'm about to say this other shit. I mean all of it, because it all has its place and its validity. But what I'm saying right now is, responding to me about how I made you feel when I said what I said is fucking ridiculous, because we need the logic. And if you cannot think in that way, I don't even trust that you're going to even make the best choice about how to handle this shit. And having a knee-jerk reaction that this kid can't shake these feelings doesn't mean therapists like what I'm saying is not fucking helping. I've been talking to the kid on and off for the past couple of days, but me and him have visited this fucking situation a few times before in the past like year. But give me a fucking chance. Give us a chance. Me and her need to sit down and talk to him about that. We ain't tried that. Knee-jerk reaction, doctor medicine. Fuck that, babe. Fuck that shit. The fuck out of here, man. No! For what? To give the medicine and a fucking therapist 2, 3 years or more, maybe even a fucking lifetime of trying to shape this shit, mold his mind, try to get him to think about death in the right way and help him cope with it and move on with his life and do something with his fucking life since he's already here. This is all the shit that I've been saying. I'm not a fucking therapist, but I do believe that I am smart enough and intuitive enough that I can talk to the kid, maybe even learn some therapeutic tactics that these doctors have, because you can research this information, and then me and her together need to be doing this. It don't need to be just me. You can't judge my efforts on the fucking attempts to chill this kid out. Why are you judging it so quick? Knee-jerk reaction. Let's just go to a doctor. Watch, you can get a doctor 3 years to figure it out. Give me 3 years with no fucking medicine to figure it out, man. Knee-jerk reaction. Out of fear, not wanting to lose control, not knowing what else to do. This is why man needs to be in these kids' lives, man. Because that's a feminine ass reaction, and I'm disappointed in that shit, man. I don't like that shit, man. And if it was the kids that me and her had together with, they not taking no medicine. Because in relation to the gun thing, like I said, that there's a correlation between them doing this when it comes together with an entity like Big Pharma, and then you mix it with the public school system and the government bullshit that we all know that is. See what I'm saying? How you got to understand the fundamental things of what it is that you're dealing with, so you can come to a better conclusion about what it is that you're getting involved in. Big Pharma, bullshit, fucking government, school, fucking prison training. Put them together, fuck that shit. So for her to jump like this, I'm thinking, you don't even know what you're jumping into, who you in bed with, what the deal is, who you dealing with. Fuck them. Everybody involved in some bullshit. Fuck that. I don't want to do that. And this ain't even my kid, and I'm turned up. Because I feel like I got to protect them the same way I protect the ones that I have with her. I can't treat them no different. In some serious shit like this, no fucking way. Answer is about this shit, and she's going to have to ask me to stand out, to leave it alone. To stay out of it. She's going to have to ask me to stay out of it, or I'm going to keep on talking my shit. Because I don't like the Big Pharma shit. I think that they are feeding these kids the ADHD and depression and all these other things about kids just being energetic. They're not all going to be the same, to accept a blanket compliance from every fucking child that they react the same way to the public school, to sitting your ass down for 6, 7, 8 hours a fucking day to learn from a stranger a whole bunch of shit that you can't apply and you don't even know why it's so fucking important. Man, fuck all that shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, man. I don't trust or like none of that shit and won't depend on it. It's a bad idea. And how she don't know that? You don't know that? Talk to me about all this shit, because this is all the shit that I think she's halfway aware of. You're halfway aware of the stigma behind public school and Big Pharma, period. Everybody knows when I say that, you go, oh, there's some conspiracy theories, there's some ideas and things that people point out some good shit. She knows that. Then what the fuck is up there? Knee-jerk reaction to go run into the arms of these motherfuckers? No. Wouldn't be my kids. And we have a fucking problem. We got a problem now. If this was the 2 kids that me and her got together, ha! Boy, fucking World War III in these 4 walls of this house. Ain't nowhere in hell my kids getting that shit. I think they feeding the kids all of this shit so later on they can say, if you have been psychologically, clinically diagnosed, will not be able to handle shit that we consider in the back of our mind. We know how to take it. We the doctors, right? We know how to take it. The inevitability of death is some normal, simple shit. You can't handle that? Yeah, I'll give you the medicine, I'll give you the therapy, but forever know that you have been clinically diagnosed for not being able to handle natural shit. You can't handle shit, you can't have a gun. That's what they gonna do to these fucking kids. They can do a whole generation of kids like that. Right fucking now. Not mine, motherfucker. Not mine. Do not disarm this kid in the midst of your fucking knee-jerk reaction and a panic to some shit that's natural, normal, and he will fucking get over it. He'll get over it. He's got no choice. Not getting over death is not going to kill you. Huh. There's ways to do this. She's tried almost nothing. Gave me almost no chance at all. Give me a chance. Are you going to tell the doctor they're going to fix him in 2 or 3 attempts or move on to somebody better? Something different? No, you're not. You're going to get that fucking doctor with this bullshit degree. You're going to give him what? How much time to figure it out? Forever? How much money, time, opportunity, time out of your day, time out of his? You got to take him to a foreign office, to a foreign person in his life who will care about him, yes, because these doctors care. Doctor not going to care the way I do. Period. Period. That's obvious. This is the logical shit. This is the logical shit. If saying what you're actually dealing with is not going to be used to get to a fucking conclusion, we got a problem here. How you feel about it, it needs to come. That's a secondary thing. You apply your feelings when you come to a logical conclusion of the path you need to take to fix this shit. And then you apply your feelings. Do not give this kid no fucking medicine. Fuck that shit, bro. No. Do y'all get any ideas at all? If anybody want to put in the comments at all. How old you were when you learned about death and what the fuck you had to do to fucking get over it. And nobody gets over it. That's the key. That's the key. I tried to tell the kid multiple times. I told him this morning before I started the live stream. Kid, 80-year-old men who spend their fucking lives pondering death will get to the end of their life and go, I got some ideas, but you ask me? I don't know. I don't know, bro, but we will see, right? Inevitable. The inevitability of it is something that the kid needs to grab the concept of the inevitability and let that begin to soothe him and say, well, can't get out of it. Nobody gets out of this motherfucker alive. It's not supposed to be that way. It's never like that. Insurmountable, uncountable number of people have lived and died before, will be dead today and in the near future, and for however long the timeline of humanity can possibly go on. Who knows how long that is? All I see is dead people. Get over it now. Now, I'm not going to tell it to him like that. But fuck, this is what I'm screaming in my mind, bro. Let go. You're 10 years old, kid. The expectation that he's going to understand it, the expectation that he should understand it and not even be so fucking freaked out by it right now is weird to me. Because if you go, yeah, he don't know what the fuck is going on at all. He's fucking 10 years old. He's got a lifetime of knowledge to try to gain, and he's still not going to understand it. He might think he does. Man, the path of thought goes in so many fucking directions. It can go so deep and it's so introspective that the meaning of life is just as widespread as there is fucking lives to live it. That's how crazy it is. So let go. This is a fucking endless ocean of thoughts and ideas. Boy, just drown in it then. Just lose yourself to that. Let the fear drive you to want to understand. That's what these grown men have done. And at 80 years of life, he has not penned it. He thinks that he does, but maybe he has, but maybe he hasn't. And it's okay, because into the abyss we will all go to see what the fuck that is. And it might be painless, it might be glorious. Who fucking knows? But it's something that needs to be addressed, and it needs to be accepted, and addressing it and accepting it is going to be step one. How can you even get into the idea of understanding it, coming to terms with it, if you cannot let go of the fear because you cannot face the inevitability of it? These are the things that the kid needs to understand. He needs to latch on to. A good doctor is going to take him in that direction, even if he tiptoes. A good doctor is going to drag this out because they need this to be business. So he's not going to be short with his work. He is going to drag it out. If there's any incentives at all for him to give out the medication, or if he can keep a patient on there for 2 years, that there's a bonus or some kind of a thing, or funding for more fucking medicine and research and shit, bro. Don't feed that monster. There's something going on here, because millions of people have gotten over this fear of death, just like this kid has, just like this kid has right now, and that he will get over later on in his life. Everybody is going through that without psychiatric help and medicine and treatment and shit, man. Fuck that shit, bro. I need some stories. I need some advice. I need something from somebody. You wrote about it and you was 15. Okay, Angel. You know, I tried asking the kid what he thought it was. I don't know. Like, I need to sit him down in a chill state and get him to draw some pictures, maybe write a story. About a character that he thinks is cool, smart, funny, strong, and all those other things, and then maybe get him to write at the end of the story that the character dies and how he dies and what happens. Maybe I can get him to do these kind of exercises. I don't know, but what I do know is I'm way too fucking smart, intuitive, and the research is always here. Anyway, what the fuck is good that the doctor's going to learn in these schools that I can't look up online right now and skim through what the fuck it is that this motherfucker took 7 years of school to fucking figure out? Man, fuck all that shit. They're not smarter or better than me. They might just be better trained and focused on this area area, but there ain't nothing this doctor's gonna tell him that I can't figure out to tell him. Period. 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 And then the medicine, man, get the fuck out of here. I would much rather, man, come on, man. Nah, man, I don't like that shit. If it's a little painful right now, she don't want to see the kid struggling and fighting through this shit. That'll be temporary, especially when she can't even look me in my eye and say that her engaging this kid in the medicine and the fucking doctor's gonna stop it like that. You're still gonna see him do this when you go that route. He's still gonna do it. She can't even look me in my face and tell me that she did have an expectation that this stopped it right then and there. On contact is going to stop it. She not even expecting for him to do it. Then why are you tapping out when I try and do it and it don't work in 3 days? Come on, man. To do what? To run into the arms of these motherfuckers like they got your best interest at heart. They want to sell that medicine, right? Don't you know that if they make these plans and they make this medicine and they got this diagnosis ready for these kids and then nobody comes through, that they feel like they've wasted all their time, energy, and investment in developing these things. They need people to actually go through with this shit. And they'd love to see a boost in the need for these things. The anxiety is just crazy in general. And not just in kids, but in everybody right now. Really. And there's nothing wrong with fear, being scared, being anxious. It's about how you handle that shit. And that's what I told him. All of the fucking fear and shit that he thinks he has about this shit, there's grown-ass men that go through the same thing. Me and my 19-year-old son, we stay up some nights till 1, 2 in the morning when I got to be to work, and he got to be to work too. We up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, talking about death and all these other things, the multiverse, all this other shit. My 19-year-old says that sometimes the fucking idea of death washes over him and he can't escape the feeling, can't escape the thoughts, the concerns, the worries. 19 years old. We had a conversation. We laughed, cracked jokes, and all types of shit inside the same conversation while he's going through the same shit that the 10-year-old is going through. The difference is the 10-year-old has no foundation whatsoever about what the fuck to think or feel about this shit. Period. He's got no educational background whatsoever, no cognitive abilities to keep up with the conversation that I have. So now I gotta know. I know I gotta dumb it down. Sometimes I talk to him, that shit going one ear and out the other, and I can see it doing that to him. And then the next day he just moves on. So then I tried to address him doing that. I said, look, man, if you're worried about going outside, getting rained on, and there's a thunderstorm outside, I will tell you, yes, it's raining. Get a fucking raincoat, get an umbrella, get these rain boots. You're going to get wet, but this is going to keep you from getting not so wet. You should do that. And then you go outside with no raincoat, no rain boots, and no umbrella, and then you get into my car soaking fucking wet, complaining about being wet. I'm going to be disappointed. Why did you not listen to me? Put the fucking raincoat on, or don't complain about the fucking rain. So I say all that to him to say this. Bruh, you need to let go of the uncontrollable emotional reactions to the idea. Know that it is inevitable, that it's everybody, so stop taking it so personal like it's something that's happening to you. And give yourself an opportunity to learn these little fundamental things that you don't even know yet, because once you know, it's going to help you not feel so much pain in the idea, because you will have some knowledge, some understanding, and a path of thought to take when addressing these things. But you got to chill, because you're starting at square one and you're freaking out, and you should relax yourself. And this is the conversation that I just had with him 2 days ago. But then that shit goes in one ear and out the other. The next day he fucking freaks out. He's standing in the fucking yard with no raincoat on, no boots, no umbrella. Kid, come on, bruh. Come on, man. There's a lot going on, man. And it's tough. And I feel like she's just making it tougher, really. Knee-jerk reaction. And she need not handle this like she's a single mother because his father's not around. If she wants my input, she needs to accept it. At least accept the fact that I'm going to voice my opinion. She's going to have to back me down and tell me to stay out of it. She's going to have to look me in my eyes and say, stay out of it, actually. And then I'll stay out of it. But until then, I'm going to voice my opinion. And what I'm saying is the kid don't need no fucking medication. He don't need no fucking medication. He doesn't have the tools to fucking cope with it. He doesn't know what to replace his fear with. Give him a chance to do that. I don't even think he needs a fucking sedative to calm him down so that you can then talk to him. It's not going to make him smarter. It's not going to give him some kind of cognitive fucking boost. And maybe his emotional shit is blocking some of his shit, and I get that. Move the emotional block away, and then maybe he can converse with you or develop some level of understanding and acceptance. I understand what the attempt is. I'm telling you, I don't think that you need to go that fucking far, especially if they say later on in life that this kid has been clinically diagnosed for not being able to handle what doctors and everybody else would consider normal, natural, copable shit that you should be able to cope with. Is that a word, copable? I don't even know. But this is normal basic shit. You can't handle that shit, boy. We're not giving you no fucking gun. You fucking lost your fucking shit and never gained control of yourself about death. You say death to somebody is like saying food to somebody. We all relate. Air, oxygen, we all relate. Sex, we all relate. Well, some of us do. Buddy that said I got little dick energy for being out here with my guns and shit, and roses passing it out to the ladies. He don't get no pussy. Sex is not something that me and him relate with. He don't get no pussy, and I can tell. Um, but you say these keywords: food, sex, oxygen, death. These are all keywords that you go, oh, you relate, motherfucker. That's one. These are things that we know we have in common with no debate. All of you motherfuckers are gonna fucking die. Ha ha, ha ha. Like the fucking Joker laughing at death. That's what the clown is. Y'all don't know the history of clowns? Go look into it. Clowns are said to be entities from the other side that realize that we are over here taking life so serious when it shouldn't be taken so seriously because they can see the other side and we're over here panicking and they think it's funny and they go ha ha, but you never get the joke because they never tell you that this is what it is. The clown is an entity to show up to go, I know something you don't know and it's funny to me and I'm never going to tell you. I'm going to stand here and laugh at you, poke fun, pop the balloon, look at you, scared, ha ha, death. This is what the clown is. This is why the Joker is this voice of all of this fucking reason. All of these harsh truths, scary truths. And then doing shit to people. That's what the Joker's for. The Joker in the Batman comics, brilliant character. Very underrated. Super underrated, bro. That's a thing. Look up the history of clowns, bruh. I looked this shit up before. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a deep, dark, and beautiful thing, man. They're laughing at us from the other side because we're taking life too serious because they have seen the other side and they know what it is. And then when they look back over here, they go, all you motherfuckers are funny. All of you. The joke's on you. That's what he's saying. That's funny. I like it. Um, Man, peace and love to y'all, man. This is bugging me, and it bugged me that the kid was going through this. It bugs me even more that she's got this knee-jerk reaction, man, that she went and did all of this. And I get it. She's trying to protect the baby. She don't want to see him suffer, but he's going to be a grown man one day. But this effeminate knee-jerk reaction can't be what you need to do to shape and mold the mind of a man in a world like this. And this is why I can say with full fucking confidence, I'm the best chance that this kid has. And if I wasn't here, he would grow up to be a fucking pussy. Yeah, he would. There's a good chance he would. He's already hypersensitive, period. He's a sensitive kid. Good kid, though. He is so sensitive that I cannot imagine him ever really being the reason why somebody's hurt, tortured, saddened, beaten down, scared, dead. This kid is not the kind of person that will ever do that. You can see it. It's built into him. You can't even change that. This kid is a good kid. He's got the heart that you need. And if he can grow up to pair that heart that he has with the inevitability of death, the idea of protection, protecting other people that cannot protect themselves, sticking up for himself and other people, being the hero. He's the perfect candidate for that because his heart is already huge. He reminds me of me, super sensitive. He just doesn't know where to place it. But when he cannot place it in, this knee-jerk reaction that something outside of him needs to fucking chill him out so that he can then what? Calm himself down and figure something out or ignore it. How many people take the fucking anxiety medicine and all sort of shit, then they do the therapy as well? People take the medicine and go. People that won't go get the medicine will self-medicate with alcohol and other things. I think it's a bad idea to set this kid off from this point in his life and say, when you are finding something that you cannot cope with, run to the doctor and take this medicine. Because later on it'll be a bottle. Then after that it might be a pipe or a needle. Not cool. Tell him to face the shit that it hurts. I would rather take this kid to a fucking cemetery and make him face it Then they say, let's go hide out in this comfortable fucking doctor's office after you've been doped up, so that this guy that doesn't even know you that much can pretend to care about you enough, maybe more so than I do, which we all know that that's not true. I asked the kid yesterday, who do he think cares about him more, me or the doctor, me or the therapist, me or the school nurse? He said me. No problem. He knows. I go, you goddamn fucking right. Why should I not be teaching you homeschooling? That's what's supposed to happen. Why should I not be taking you through the therapy sessions? If it's worth all of this, the drugs and all this other shit to give to the kid, it'd be worth designating 2 days out of the month, every other Sunday, that I take this kid someplace, me and him, just me and him, go someplace, field tripping, any place, anywhere at all that he's interested in, to show him what life does when you live it and where we will all inevitably be. Drive past a fucking cemetery every day, bruh. Stop hiding the truth from this kid and don't mask it with some medicine. That's what I think, not what I feel. Fuck the feelings. Feelings change. Feelings get you fucked up. Feelings don't fucking equate to nothing in real fucking life unless you got lucky. Unless you place these feelings alongside with some fucking logic, or else you will never be on the same fucking page. You will split your mind. You will split your decisions. You will split the entire environment in half. If you cannot use the logic and then marry it with your feelings after the fact to make sure that they both arrive at the same place. Once you arrive at the feelings first, as soon as the logic don't click, then you go fuck the logic, because I'm already here. I'm already in the emotions. All this logic is bouncing off me. I'm already in the emotions. Go logically and then say, can I get my emotions to fucking be comfortable? Standing next to the logic so that we don't miss, so that they both go hand in hand. But bring the logic first, because the logic will never fucking lead you wrong. It's gonna be, it is what it is. And if it seems to be painful there, then you have to just accept the pain, or convert the pain into some level of prosperity, some courage, some gain knowledge or understanding. Something, you can turn that into something. You can turn that shit into something. Strange shit, bro. Strange shit. But he's not my kid, and I am willing to back down that she makes me, but she's gonna have to make me. And what I know for damn sure is, I bet you I get ahead of that shit with the rest of the kids, with the little ones. They're gonna know, they're gonna come to a level of understanding with this shit, because we not doing no doctors, no medicine, bro. Why? That degree don't mean they smarter than me. And this is something else that kind of bugs me too. Let me get this off my chest. The women in my life that I've had kids with, I got 3 baby mamas. But all my kids that I had with these women all be under one roof, where I live at. How I do that with 3 baby mamas? I'm good, bruh. I'm good, man. Fighting for the fatherhood, never letting go. I know what the fuck I deserve and what these kids deserve, then I fight for it, then I get it. All my kids be under one roof. One of my kids is 19 now, so he out the loop. But I got 3 that I father myself. 4 times total that I tell my mom, I'm about to be a father again. 4 times. My stepson, I consider him my son, and this is actually bringing me closer to him right now, because I'm realizing how much he needs me in his life. He needs his mother for damn sure, but a mother's not going to handle these things the way a father would, period. And it do take 2 to tango, because we do need the emotions. She can step in after I settle this shit and bring this to a level of chill that the doctor might think that he can achieve, but these motherfuckers are not smarter than me. And this is the beef that I got with some women sometimes. I really wish that y'all would stop having sex and having babies with a guy that y'all don't trust like this. Establish this kind of stuff first. Do you trust me enough for me to lead? Do you trust me enough that my mental capacity, my intellectual disposition about very important things, how to raise kids, life, death, how to earn money, what makes a good man a bad man, how I feel about government and the law and the police and all this shit. Check all of this shit first before you have a baby with somebody, so that you don't disagree with this shit later on. Because if you trust your body to me, I don't know why the fuck you think that a doctor that needs to settle some shit that I can settle. She doesn't believe in my intelligence, my ability to fucking talk to people. Part of the reason is because she don't even be watching all of my videos. She watched part of them, some of them, sometimes. But if she sees that everything that is that I say and how I affect other people, I've had grown ass fucking men tell me that they wish I was their father. How? Why? Bro, The heart is too big, and I'm way too intuitive. And what I ain't intuitive about, I would do the research and properly apply the logic, the heart, all of the emotions, all of the just the intellectual exploring of all of these things. Man, I do that. She don't even know that. Y'all know that? She don't know that. Don't even know the depths of how it is that I get down. She knows a little bit. She's seen enough and goes, oh, I get you, but she don't though. Every time I open my mouth, it's something different. Every time I speak, it's to another angle. I got some things that I might repeat, maybe even verbatim, but I do not, boy, I can flow for days. I can flow for days with what I got to say about the world, how to handle these things, people interactions and everything. I'm an aspiring filmmaker. If anybody, there's very few people, if anybody had ever had the opportunity to gain some knowledge and awareness about the films that I have written, these stories that I write, and the intentions behind these things, and the character development and all of that other shit, you wouldn't call me a genius, but you would say that I was super duper creative, far above and beyond the average person, and that Hollywood would have their hands full trying to make my films because I would shake their world up. But fuck Hollywood because they're evil. But when it comes to the storytelling and the film thing, I does this, man, because I understand people way too much. I know what makes you tick, I know what scares you, I know what makes you happy, and I know how to deal with you emotionally and all of that. All of you. There's not a fucking person I can't vibe with or understand. Not a none of you. Sitting there watching this kid grow up for 6 fucking years, and then you're better off trusting a stranger to do this shit with the help of fucking medication because of a degree that he's got. Fuck that degree. The motherfucker's not smarter than me, period. And I kind of wish that I was a hero enough to her that she would, when I say that, she goes, you goddamn right, he's probably not. He's probably not. He might be better seasoned to adapt to the task, but he's probably not smarter than you. But okay, man, whatever. We gonna figure it out, because it ain't gonna be my kids. My kids not taking no medicine from no big pharma about some natural shit. About death, man, get out of here. Everybody gotta face that shit, and then we all face it, then we all get over it too. To a degree that we can function. What grown up you know is completely crippled by the idea of death and nothing else? We all get over that shit. This is not something to even knee-jerk reaction run to a doctor about, man. RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch, man. If y'all can comment, tell me anything. I want to hear y'all stories, how old you were when you had to face death, and what you did to overcome it, how you deal with it now. Do you think about it now? How do you deal with it now? What do you know about it now? If it's religion, speak your religion. It's okay, because that shit does help by way of addressing that shit with kids. Anybody, it addresses it. Might not be always good. I don't always agree with it, but you do address it. Good for you, Sunday school. That's about as far as y'all get with me. The fact that you address the shit and it needs to be addressed. Thank you. Everything else is bullshit. Later on about how death dawned on me as an inevitability and how I dealt with it. RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch, man.